Hello ladies and gentlemen, Legatus here, bringing a video of Star Drive, the newest 4X game that popped up on Steam. I've been playing this quite a bit. This is not a first impressions video, it is just a impressions video of Star Drive Beta, so it is not the full release. Alright, first things first, options menu, or at least a couple options menu. Yeah, there is not a lot here. I kinda had hoped for more, but the game's not too hard to run, so still doesn't excuse this little bit of options. There's no even sound options, so if you want to change sound in game, you can't do that. Where sound is going out of, which would help me out a lot, but they don't have that. This game does support mods, and the developers have been adamant on heavily supporting the mod community and making it easier to develop mods for this game. Alright, first things first, we're going to go into new game and show you this system for starting out your game. There are 8 races. All of them are pretty cool. I've only played 3 of them. Or 2 of them. Yeah, I played these guys, and these guys. So 3. And all of them have different ship designs, which you will see when we get into the game. It's kind of a big deal which race you choose because of the way their ships are shaped and whatnot. They all have their predetermined characteristics. Like this one starts with a huge homeworld because they're plants. However, you can disable that and go small homeworld, and they change these points. And you have different points to spend, and yeah, basically you could be lazy and wasteful and all this. Okay, it doesn't, okay, I guess there's a limit, but yeah, you could be all of that, however, and then you get it back. So I could be mercantile and yeah, plus and minus points, so you can really customize all these. And there's 3 different trees. This one mostly changes what you start out with, and yeah, and like technology and traditions and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll just scroll through all these for you to take a look at different ones. Yeah, you can like do this one, and your guys are better at dodging. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the default humans. I have not played humans. Yeah, let's just go into this one. Load screen is literally instantaneous, so that's pretty cool. Alright, first things first, you can fly with WASD. This is really weird. I've never actually found a use for it. Normally I just use it like an RTS and order my guys around, but you can do this if you want. Another thing is, if you select your units and hit Q, it brings up this menu. Relinquish control. I don't want control. He could do whatever. And it brings up this. I do not like this interface very much. I would much rather not... shit. Teleported me over there. I'd much rather have it down here, like, so that I could click it, because right now, if I bring up that menu and I'm looking over here, I gotta find my ship, go to it, and then I can give it to the commands. It's just not very, yeah, I don't like it. I'd much rather have it here. It wouldn't be a hotbar, because they already have, you can, if I do control 1, it'll put it on control 1, yeah. But just for mouse clicking even, I'd be fine with that. Or put it on the numpad or some shit, right? It's better than what they have right now. Yeah, that's just one of my few gripes. I'll tell this guy to go exploring. Tell this guy to go exploring. You can also do this, but it doesn't have all the commands, so... yeah. Alright, this is the building screen where you can build different things. I do not have any buildings because I have not chosen a research yet. So here's the research trees. There are a lot of different research trees, and it'll take you a while to max out everything. Yeah, a lot of in-game time. And, yeah, I'm at 100% in-game time right now, and it'll take, yeah, 106 turns. You cannot change the pace at which the game goes while in game, at least not that I know of. Again, the options menu doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't even tell me the controls, so I just had to go into this game and figure it out all myself. So yeah, this is a colony ship. I can go tell him to take this world over here, Mercury. Click colonize, go colonize Mercury. Yeah, the humans start out with Earth because they are humans, and why not? I don't think I want Mercury. I don't know. It's not a very good planet. It tells you barren, average, but it's barren, so it's going to be very hard to have people on there without exporting goods from another planet like Earth. Mhm. So yeah, planet management is you just have to click Empire, and then you can manage your planets. You can change these so that this is food, this is production, and this is science. And that just dragged me into the planet. And you can export goods, and this is how many goods you can hold. Right now it's on import. I can say export because don't know why it's doing that. Export because I don't want it. I'm already making too much of it. I can export wheat and food and all that good stuff. I can even change colony down here so that the bot handles all of this, and then it locks all those out. And you could do industrial world, research world, agricultural world, military outpost, and core world. But I'm just going to keep it on custom because I don't trust the AI. Yeah. Alright, let's see if my scouts have found anything. Oh, they found an anomaly. Alright, let's tell our dudes... Oh, fuck, it's protected. Alright, now we will go into the shipyard and make our own ship. Hit spacebar to pause the game. This is probably the coolest part of the game and the part that I spent the most time on. You can make your own ships in this game. So we're just starting out with a basic fighter. I'm just going to put on some cannons on here. Then we're going to have some power. Throw a couple warp engine and a small engine. I have a small nuclear reactor because that's always safe. That's what we want on our ships. And finally a cockpit. And of course, because there is this rule, no empty slots, I have to fill that up with something. So I'm just going to give me some small ordnance, which is actually a good idea anyways, because I want ordnance. Yeah, so... yeah, the reason why I give it 2 power reactors is because then it recharges. Right now, if I kept it like this, it would stop, it would go, then it would stop and refuel, and then it would go and stop and refuel. So you want to keep these values positive so that it doesn't have to stop all the time. And you can either do that, or if you want to, there's power capacity. So what I could do is just put a small power cell in there, and all of a sudden the recharge is 5, so it's really slow, but it'll go longer and then stop longer, and then go longer and stop longer. Or I could just give it another engine, which is far more efficient. I mean, not engine, nuclear reactor. So yeah, there's a lot of customization. I can't really show you too much because I am only starting out with a fighter. I'll probably load another game that I'm further into in a little bit and show you that. Yeah, so we're just gonna save this as super duper fighter. Whatever, I don't want to type duper. Super fighter. Alright, then I could just go Empire, go into construction, go into ships, fighter, and just start making my super fighter. And if I want to, because I have the money up here, and I have this down here, I can speed up production so that I'm shooting out fighters like crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna go take that planet. Alright, so now we're just gonna have to rely on this. I'm gonna not lock out science. I'm gonna lock out this and then do this down. So that's not what I wanted at all. I want it like right at 0. Right there. So that we have maximum production, no science, and we're not starving to death. Hell, if I wanted to, I have enough food right now. I could do this and just watch this go down. So yeah, that's probably one of the coolest things in this game, is that you can just rush production like that. And yeah, it makes some pretty cool, interesting situations where you're making these giant ships really fast, but your civilization is starving to death, and you're like, just make it, just make it. It's fine. We'll be fine after this. So yeah, I actually made a Death Star, or at least I called it the Death Star, and yeah, it destroyed my civilization. We went bankrupt, we were all starving to death, and I was like, well, the ship's pretty cool, and they were like, you're stupid. And I was like, okay, I'll play another game. Just forget that happened. So yeah, now I can look at my world and see all my fighters that I just made, select them all, put them on a group, and send them to their deaths. Yes. So so this is ship combat. If I wanted to, I could click one of these and assume control. And of course, I'm not very good at this. In fact, I don't know how to shoot. And now my screen's going away. So yeah, this kind of shows that it may just be me, but I never find flying around in a ship by myself very useful, because these guys are far more effective at it. But it is a cool feature to have, just not in my hands, because I'm terrible at it. Winning this fight. Just gonna click colonize, send a guy. Terran ultra poor planet. Ah, fuck. I might not take it actually. Yeah, we're not taking it. We're gonna take this one. This one is Terran average, which Terran planets are the best. Everyone knows that. We found anything else in this system? So yeah, throughout this system there are 7 other races, and all of them have different characteristics. I'm hoping we find one soon, and he'll pop up and we'll see how awesome he is. Yeah, part of the advantages of me being human is we won't find the boring humans, so we'll see one of the cool, very well drawn alien races. Okay, so our fleet did not win, so I'm gonna evac them and tell you not to kill yourself. Alright, we're gonna need more ships. More super fighters. Research is not going very well. Unfortunate. Gonna starve myself again. Seems like the best idea. Start wearing out this. Alright, well, this game sort of showed off the beginning of the game, but I don't really want this to take up the whole video, so I think I'm going to just load a game up where I am further along right now, because it is better off that way. Decisions. Alright, we're going to do this one. Alright, so in this game, once I zoom out all the way, I am this light blue color. As you see, I have a fair amount of space. Yeah, there are no quote-unquote borders in space, because it is space, and there's just space. Instead, there's these highlighted, foggy areas that kind of count as your borders. And basically, it's your area of influence sort of thing. And ships, like my ships, if I go diplomacy, mine have a M-Borders FTL bonus. So they go 50% faster when they're using their FTL in this blue stuff, blue fog of mine. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. You can build these relays, which also subspace projectors, which are basically relay stations, and they just send you across faster. Yeah. So in this game, I am allied with these guys who are very powerful, and I started out the game, and I just went 100% diplomatic. This is a 4X game. It's the best done 4X game I've ever played, personally. I've played about 4 or 5. Mostly Civilization and Total War games, right? Which some people argue Total War isn't, but I argue it is. I argue it doesn't know what it is sometimes. But yeah, it's close enough to a 4X game. But all of them really do focus on combat. You have to have a combat victory, right? Especially in Total War. And it's not really like there's other options. Civilization probably has done it the best. However, their most recent game doesn't even do it that well. Most people just go combat victory. In this game, I decided to try it out where I wasn't going for a combat victory. And like troop strength modifier minus 20%, ship hit points minus 20%, spy effectiveness 20%, cannon damage. So basically my units in general are all 20% worse than anyone else's. But my tax is up, my population is up, my production, all this is up, And I also started out with 20% more likable. So all these guys, when they first met me, they're like, I like you. I don't know why, but something about you is I like you. Which is really strange because I've ran into this race after playing this race. I chose this race. It said they followed an evil god, and I was like, oh, okay, they sound cool. And then I met them in another game, and they're complete dicks. And I was like, oh, I thought they were nicer than this, but I guess cruel gods don't make you nice. I misinterpreted that. Yeah. So I have this really good ally. At one point in the game, every single one of these people had a trade agreement with me. In other games, I can barely ever get a trade agreement with anyone. They're like, I don't know you, and I'm like, how do I get to know you? And they're like, I don't really know. It's just awkward, right? And then eventually we're shooting at each other, and that's not awkward. That's just war. We know what's going on then, right? But in this game, because I took that perk, everyone trusted me at the beginning, which was really helpful. Right now, I have the economic strength #1. Yeah, it's because everyone loved me and wanted to give me their money, right? So that's really good. These guys are my best ally right now. They have military strength 1. We're in an alliance, and these are my second best. They have they're not as good on the ranks, but you're about to see what happens in a few seconds because these guys right here, these guys are at war with me. And these guys made a request. If this guy dies, they will join me. Last time I loaded the save, it happened right away. I don't really know if it'll do it right away right now, but hopefully soon it will. And there, these guys. There we go. Your strength is proven. They have been destroyed. Long live the Federation. And bam! I just assimilated them. Them and their samurai ninja bears. And now, if I go Empire, remember I was number 3. Now I'm number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2. Military strength #1. I love this. I love this. They gave me an agent called Black Bear the Sleepy, and he's amazing. Do you see how many stars that is? I can't even count. I'm guessing it's 10. Either way, he's a pretty great sleepy bear, man. It's pretty great. So this guy died. I guess it wasn't this guy, it was this guy. The agreement was if he died, this guy would join me. And yeah. I'll just show you some of the discussing with these amazing guys. These are their owl walks. They are slaves with wires in the back of their head. Yeah. You guys are just so cute and fuzzy. Yeah, sure, you're beautiful, whatever the fuck you are. This is basically GLaDOS. Basically. So yeah, we are proposing to join our empires into a federation. Would you like to be, we would be in charge, of course. And then they're like, oh, it's me. It's not them. So yeah, they don't want to join because apparently we aren't good enough for them. God! But yeah, we can trade technologies and do all this. I'm just gonna try this. This will either anger them a whole bunch, or we will be best buds and they'll love me forever. And I'll send it respectfully. Yes! I now have, like, pretty much all the technology ever. So, we just traded all the technology. Now, I can show you... there was a reason behind that. Now I can show you these ships that are amazing! Look at how big that is! So yeah, that is the... Oh, did it just get bigger? Yeah, it did. Damn. So yeah, I can toggle overlay so I can view the beautiful... That's actually just scary. Quote-unquote beautiful ships. This is a Mauler, a Scepter. I haven't actually seen these ships before. I didn't do that trade in the actual game that I was playing, so... It was a very worthwhile trade. So yeah, you can add all kinds of weapons. We're just going to add a whole bunch of toggle overlay. So I can add a whole bunch of these giant cannons and just kind of shoot at people, and it'll be great. Then there's no power, so I'm going to have to run power along the bottom of it. Oh, and then just kind of eat the gun. Yep. This is just power cable. It's not connected to any power yet. but in a second it will be. I'm just going to put the gun back. Mass driver. Power plants. We're just going to have a whole bunch of nuclear power plants in here. This is going to be very What? Why is the engine? The engine's up there. That's very weird. I'm used to the engine being down here. How do I what? How? Okay, so here's another problem. I don't know how to rotate these guns because right now I'm going to be shooting anyone behind me. I don't know, man. Let me try this. Let me try this. No. Can I rotate you? I've never seen this happen with the engines like that before. Okay, we're just gonna go with a Mauler because the engines are down here, and it makes sense to me. So yeah. Mass drivers everywhere. Just gonna put that on there. I don't know if that one's gonna work, but it might. Alright, then we're gonna put power plants all up in here. Just gonna have all the power plants, because why not? Then we're gonna run power through it all. See, these don't have power because I don't have cables in there. And now they do. Now they do. And just run this over here. Run that over there, and there we go. Everything has power. Yeah. And then I can put on a command, cockpit bridge. And you can have marine barracks if I wanted down here. I could do fighter bays, so I could just like throw some of these on here. I'm gonna throw these down here. Just have some fighter bays down there. I could have ordnance supply bays. People are bringing in ordnance, or what are they doing? Yeah, so people can send out resupply ships without having to, I think there's only one at a time, yeah. Okay, so only one may be active at a time, so there's no point in having two. And I can have an assault bay, which allows me to board enemy ships with my units. So there is ground combat in this. I don't fully understand it yet, so I might make an update video once I understand that fully. Yeah, we're just gonna... Hang on. Let's just finish up this ship quickly. Okay, this is just terrible. This is just going downhill massively. Yeah. I wish I could lock pieces in place, like right-click them instead of deleting them to lock them, so that I can like paint around easier. But they do not have that, unfortunately. So I just gotta like freehand it. So yeah, this ship alone, that is just wires, we saw that fighter earlier, it was 21. This one's already 320, and it's just fucking wires and a couple guns. So these things get massively expensive really fast. This thing doesn't even have engines yet. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how expensive it gets. Yeah, and then we're gonna make this. It's gonna be a thing. Alright, we got our cockpit, storage. That was a bad place to put it up there because I'm going to overlap it with a mass driver. Alright, that works. Worked out really well, actually. Yeah. Alright, now time for engines, and then we have a full ship that is kind of retarded, but whatever. Yeah, so there are different types of engines. There are warp engines, which increase your warp speed, FTL speed. This is just a basic capital engine, which is all around good, but warp engines are far better at warping. See, now it's up to 19k. And, yeah. I tend to like warp engines a little bit better. Oh, I don't have capital warp engines. No wonder. I was like, that seems like a little bit low. Yeah, there we go. It was at 19 before. Now we're up there. I tend to like warp engines a little bit better because, yeah, they travel a lot more distance with warp engines. Just when they're in slow mode, they are moving around like a Death Star. But then when they travel to other planets, they're moving like a fighter jet. And that's pretty great to me. So I can be at more places faster. Yeah, we're just going to save this as... okay, we're saving it as Mauler. Okay. That works. Which one has the most production? Alright, you don't need food or survival. You just need a Mauler. Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna build the There's a carrier. Yeah, there's a lot of pre-made ones, so you don't even have to make your own, but... the pre-made ones I have mixed feelings on. I know, when you start out the game, you need freighters to move people around to your different planets, and, the default freighters are just fucking terrible. Like, they don't have warp drives, they just have normal engines, and it's a freighter. It's going massive distances, and it's so slow. So, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, we're just gonna build our ship, because it's retarded and hilarious. And we're gonna rush it, because we have all the money in the galaxy. Alright. Very good. I don't know where I made it. Where did I make it? I made it at Rala 3. So. Alright, here is our really uber dope ship. It's so good. Subspace theory unlocked. Alright, now I have all of these trees unlocked in this game. And I have so much more being researched. Very good. So yeah, who am I at war with? I think I'm just gonna finish this video with a combat part, and yeah. I'm not really in a situation. Actually, I'm wondering if I have a load that's in the situation that I want it to be in. Okay, we're gonna load this one. This will show you the taking planets part. Alright, see, this is my oh god. What the fuck is going on? Alright, this is my nuking ship. I made this ship to nuke everything. I call it the Duke Nuker 2000. It is currently bombarding Earth, and yeah, it is literally just nukes. That's all it does. And what I can do here is click on Earth and view Earth. You'll see as it hits different places on Earth. Oh look, it's a little... Oh no, you just got nuked. Too bad. So, Duke Nuker is doing its job. Yep, very good ship. Then I can go to my... Yep, then I can go to my planet over here. I do not have many planets in this one. I'm teammates with this guy, but he's kind of being a dick and taking everything. However, I can get this planet. Earth, because it is the most important. It's the underdog prize, right? I mean, I own Earth. It is Raider S that I want. Shit. I don't know if it's that one. Yeah, I think it is. No, it's this one, yeah. Because I'm hilarious. And that seemed like a good idea for a name. Alright, so we're gonna undo that and do this. Nope, we're not doing that. We're doing this, yeah. And get ZXC built ASAP. Yeah, this one I am playing the Wolf race. They are actually my favorite race for ships. I have the best ships with them right now. Yeah. Also, if you make a custom ship and you're versing an enemy, and you have custom ships for that race, they will use your custom ships against you. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Just nuking away. You done? I don't think it's done. Yeah, these are the transport ships. These are my custom ones. That's why it's V2. They have warp drives, not stupid other things. Alright, here it is. My ZXC. I will send him over here to Earth, and we will invade. See, down here it has 1 out of 2 troops. Those are ground troops, and they will destroy everything. Oh, shit! Shit! Shit, I gotta be fast. These people will take this planet if I do not do it. Fuck, why am I over there? Why am I over there? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit! Get there! Get there! No! 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 Shit! Ugh! No. I wasn't fast enough. Earth is now owned by the yellow people. And, alright, Bill, basically what I would do... Actually, I could still do it. I'll just get raped. That's fine with me, man. I'm fine with that. I can go here. What you do is you click this thing down here. I'll just explain it. Then you click troops, and currently I have this guy. He is orbiting the planet. Certain ships, this doesn't pop up for me. I don't know why. It took me a long time to figure this out, unfortunately. They do have a tank down here. They have 2 tanks, and owls with what looks to be evil claw rocket launcher guns from another video game that I can't remember. But yeah, I'm just going to land my Marines, and it just throws Marines, and this is Planetary Combat. Oh, I killed an owl. I feel pretty special. Alright, bombard. Oh no, I'm nuking myself. It's fine, it's worth it. Alright, so that's Planetary Combat. Just kind of watch it play out. I don't know if you can control it at all, but yeah. I think they just killed my nuker because he is not nuking anymore. Duke Nuker is currently really low on ammo, so I would assume that is the problem. Yeah, you can, these are the different AI presets for ships. You can have them go head-on, charging at them, like doing strafe runs. The head-on staying back and just shooting at the target from a range. The don't move, keep them on the left side, port side, starboard side, and then don't engage enemies. And that'll just, yeah. And also when you're in the shipyard and you're making a ship, you can have the preset, so when they spawn, they automatically have that preset. Because different ships you're not going to want to have running in head-on. So that's pretty cool. That pretty much concludes my rundown on this game. First impressions are, I'm really enjoying it, but I feel like it could be improved on a few things, like if I go here and I set this at 0, if anything changes on my planet where at this percent, say this is like 67%, 80%, if that does not equal 0, it'll still be locked at 80% and this value will change. What I would like to do is, on a planet like this where I just want to maintain food so they aren't starving, I would like to lock it at 0, not at 80%. That's my major gripe with the game, beyond the other HUD issues that I have with. Beyond that, the game itself is really amazing, and I really love it, and talking to different empires, and this diplomacy is really fun, and like, just the way this is animated, it's really good. And this is just beta, right? This is just beta, so it can change at any time. This guy does not like me very much. I'm going to negotiate a peace treaty, and I'm going to give him technology because I rule like that. See? And I'll Just like that. Just like that. This guy is my best friend and doesn't want to kill me. Maybe not best friend, but at least he doesn't want to kill me. And that's a start to friendship. Alright, thanks for watching, and, subscribe if you like the video and all that stuff. Yeah, and comment and everything. Alright, thanks for watching.